Ukraine has become a dangerous flashpoint between Russia and the US-led NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Russian President Vladimir Putin has warned NATO expansion to Ukraine and other former Soviet states is a red line that should not be crossed. Last December, Moscow submitted security proposals which included a Russia-US security treaty and a draft agreement between Moscow and NATO, ruling out memberships for Ukraine and other former Soviet countries. Russia sought to roll back the alliance's military deployments in Central and Eastern Europe. Russia did deny any plans to invade Ukraine. Since 1991, NATO has gone on a gradual but consistent eastward expansion, which Russia sees as a big threat. It's also worried about possible NATO missile deployments in neighboring nations.
In the 1990s, NATO promised us not to expand eastward. And what happened? We got scammed. They deceived us imprudently. NATO has expanded eastward 5 times since then. Missile systems are now deployed in Romania and Poland. What does that mean? We're not threatening them. We didn't go to the American border. We didn't go to the British border. They came to us. Now they say Ukraine is going to join NATO too.
But Washington and its allies have rejected such pledges to Russia, saying those former Soviet republics are independent, sovereign states with the right to choose to join any political blocs. And NATO chief Jens Stoltenberg has said the alliance is looking to step up efforts to strengthen its eastern flank, warning that the threat from Russia had become a new normal in Europe. Ukraine, at the center of the dispute, was part of the Russian sphere of influence for centuries, and the two countries have strong cultural, historic, and ethnic linguistic ties. But the western part of the country seems to be pro-Western, while the eastern part apparently leans more on Russia. After the collapse of the Soviet Union, the divide in Ukraine has become more pronounced, and Russia has significant influence in areas like Donetsk, Luhansk, and Crimea, while Ukraine has sought to retake those areas. Conflicts between Ukraine and Russia have taken a turn for the worse in the past 3 decades. Last year, Ukraine and NATO have held high-profile joint military exercises aiming to strengthen the ties between allies and partners and to demonstrate readiness in combating so-called threats in the Black Sea region.